Hello everyone, my fellow Canadians. Raphael Lewis here on behalf of our National Coalition Party of Canada Political Action Committee. Today we're going to talk about corruption. Recently we've seen some unfortunate events on national television, social media regarding our Prime Minister, scandals over scandals, as well as the Ontario Premier, Doug Ford, potential or possible scandal with developers bribing him. So that brings me to come and address you when it comes to corruption in our country. We do have very strict legislation, very strict laws in Canada, anti-bribery, anti-corruption laws, and it's punishable under the Criminal Code of Canada. So the real issue is that, let me break this down to you. He knows, someone like Trudeau, we've been getting away with cases of corruption one after another. He knows the laws. His father was premier, so he knows. And the problem is that when you have institutions, for example, the RCMP, that would be the main institution to help enforce, investigate those public officials, when the commissioner of the RCMP is appointed by the Prime Minister, who do you think he or she is going to be loyal to? When the Prime Minister appoints the RCMP commissioner and he keeps breaking the law, guess what? The commissioner is not going to launch an investigation, a criminal investigation, and he knows that. And this is the problematic we have. That's why we've had so many cases of corruption after corruption by this current government, this current Liberal government. This is one of the main reasons. So when you have a Prime Minister who appoints commissioners and officials in all those institutions who are supposed to enforce those laws, it becomes always impossible to enforce them and to make him accountable for his actions. What needs to be done, as I stand for elected Senate, we need those commissioners, RCMP commissioners, should be elected or appointed by an independent committee, non-partisanship independent committee, where they would remain loyal to the people. So I stand for the elections of those officials, and once they're elected, they would be accountable or loyal to the people who elect them. So this is potentially the solution to stop those type of, because we've seen a history of corruption from this Liberal government and nothing is being done. So this is how we need to have those institutions, those commissioners, all those institutions again who would be able to enforce those laws to come to be elected by the people. This is what I stand for. And as you all know it, we've seen it in the past 8 years of this Liberal government. He got away with so much, then we're all asking how come he still remain in power. Keeping in mind we do have anti-corruption laws in Canada, all that needs to be done is to shape our institution so that the elected officials who would enforce those laws, they do not remain loyal to the Prime Minister who appoint them, who put them into power. It's always a pleasure addressing you, and as always, Raphael Lewis here on behalf of the National Coalition Party of Canada Political Action Committee. Thank you.